ABC almost crashed the stock market with fake news about President Trump by Victor Medina for silence is consent. I mean, just imagine that. The Dow Jones had a down day on Friday, and America can blame ABC News for it. On Friday, the Dow Jones session ended nearly 40 points lower for the day, but it had gotten off to a good start. It was up at the start of the session, and then word hit of a story by Brian Ross of ABC News, which said then candidate Donald Trump had personally directed Michael Flynn to contact the Russian government. That report directly contradicted Trump's previous statements and made it appear as if the president had in fact colluded with Russia prior to the election. After the ABC story posted near the noon hour, the Dow Jones took a nosedive of 350 points as investors worried about what that bombshell meant for the Trump presidency. Within an hour of the story being reported, several other media sources contradicted the story. In short order, ABC News clarified the original story, stating that candidate Trump had not directed Flynn to contact Russian officials, but rather it was President-elect Trump who told Flynn to reach out to Russia. That is exactly what President Trump said he had done, and it is something any president-elect is expected to do. By claiming the action took place before the election, however, ABC News made a scandal out of a nothing burger. After ABC News clarified the original story, the Dow Jones began to rebound as investors' fears were eased. However, the damage had been done. The market could not rally quickly enough to move into positive territory, and the market closed the day in the red. Chuck Ross of the Daily Caller provides details. ABC News is making a significant correction to a report it did on former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn that sent shockwaves across social media and financial markets on Friday. Brian Ross, a veteran journalist at ABC News, reported earlier in the day that a source close to Flynn said that the retired lieutenant general was prepared to testify that during the campaign Donald Trump instructed him to make contact with Russian government officials. The report came out after Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about his contacts during the presidential transition period with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. Special counsel Robert Mueller found that Flynn lied to the FBI during a January 24th interview on the topic. The stock market plummeted more than 350 points after the ABC News reported seemingly because it undercut Trump's long-standing claim that he did not order anyone to contact the Russians prior to the election. The source for Ross's report appears to have been Richard Frankel, former senior aide to Flynn and an ABC News contributor. After Ross's segment, ABC News published an article quoting Frankel at length. I don't know how much General Flynn knows about any criminal activity that took place during the campaign or in the White House, said Frankel, who retired earlier this year from a senior role at the FBI. However, General Flynn was a top advisor to President Trump in the campaign and a top advisor to him when he re-entered the White House, so if there are bodies buried, so to speak, General Flynn would know about them, in my opinion. The Daily Caller reached Frankel after Ross's initial report. I have not had discussion with the general regarding these issues. I cannot comment in that. I am with ABC News, he said through email. Ross issued a clarification to his report on ABC World Tonight, hours after the initial bombshell allegations about pre-election Russia contacts was made on air. A clarification tonight on something one of Flynn's confidants told us, as we reported earlier today, Ross told ABC World Tonight host David Muir. He said the president had asked Flynn to contact Russia during the campaign. He's now clarifying that, saying, according to Flynn, candidate Trump asked him during the campaign to find ways to repair relations with Russia and other world hotspots. And then after the election, the president-elect asked him to contact Russia on issues including working together to fight ISIS. Oliver Darcy of CNN called out ABC on the effect their story had. This is a big distinction. Market tanked when ABC News report dropped. And ABC News tells me that the World News will clarify. Wow, yeah, but the damage was already done. On Saturday, ABC News responded to the criticism from other media outlets and the public over their slip-up. They suspended Brian Ross for 4 weeks over the incident. At no point did ABC News use the phrase fake news. Oh, well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.